Sagittarius. I love reading for my own sign. Okay, so Sag, we are kind of in some ways off the hook this month because like we're not quite into Sagittarius season yet. We're heading there. All the planets are starting to head there, right? They're like some of Mercury and Venus are going to be in Sag before you know it. The sun will be in Sag in November before you know it. So you get a kind of quieter time because there's no emphasis on planets in our sign right now, Sag. But there's still an intensity in general because Pluto is at 29 degrees of Capricorn, and so there's an intensity for everyone right now. Okay. Now, granted, maybe it's not making the worst aspects for you, Sag, but it's still affecting everyone. Okay. Now, you can also have some sympathy for what's going on with Pluto because we went through this, Sagittarius, from 1995 when Pluto moved into our sign until 2008 when it left our sign. So I like to reflect back to like what was going on then, what was happening, where I was in my life, what had changed, and which was a lot, let me tell you. And pivotal years 95 and 2008 for me too, like without knowing Pluto was in those signs. If you asked me like what were some really heavy hitter years for you, 1995 was one of the worst years of my life, and 2008 was both extremes. I lost my mother in 2008, but I had connected with my life partner who was supportive through the whole process and was able to start a new chapter of my life. Okay. So there's change. We know that there's a lot of change right now. And so let's just be aware of that. Okay. Now we have an opposition. Sagittarius suns have an opposition, or if you're a rising, whatever Sagittarius, while you're listening to this video, across from you, whether that be rising or moon sign, across from you have Jupiter and Gemini, and that's our ruling planet, right? So our ruling planet is in opposition to us. So it's kind of really going to say, hey, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Are you taking advantage of your lucky Sagittarius energy? Are you taking advantage of higher education and learning and expanding and learning new things? And are you traveling? Are you learning, all that Jupiter stuff? Like read about Jupiter. What is it? It's expansion, it's growth, it's higher learning, it's spiritual matters. Are we giving the attention to it that we're supposed to be or that we could be? Right? So these are the questions to be asking ourselves. We also have a square with Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. So they want us to slow down and look at it, right? And Neptune, I'm pretty sure wasn't Neptune the ruler of Sagittarius before Jupiter was discovered? I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. So it's interesting, these aspects with these planets that have a connection to Sagittarius, okay? So make sure you rest and retreat back and take a look at what is being asked and make sure that you're fulfilling your spiritual obligations, your bigger picture obligations, okay? And also be careful with your words because Jupiter in the communication sign of Sagittarius in Gemini across from you, things could get big, right? So maybe that's a good thing if like something goes viral, positive thing that goes viral on the internet, or maybe there's something written up about you. I know I like had a magazine article written about me that's supposed to come out in October about tarot and time. And so that could be a great placement, right? Jupiter's there. Jupiter wants to make things bigger. Gemini is the written word. So that's an example, okay, of how that works. All right. Now, Gemini also rules your local community. Okay. So maybe you're showing up and helping. I think about some of you people down in Florida I love to go down to Bohemian Gypsy and Tarpon Springs. You guys have been super supportive of me and my team. And I know you guys are having a hard time down there with the flooding and with the shockingness of everything that happened down there, right? So maybe you're showing up and helping others in your community. That's Gemini. Jupiter's luck. So maybe you lucked out. Maybe you're able to help or give in some way to someone else. Okay. All right. Now, here's your pre-reading. I looked at these before I got on. I got the Seven of Pumpkins, which is traditionally the Seven of Pentacles here in the Halloween Tarot. He's kind of tending to his pumpkins. Things are building. Okay. You're on the right path. Just give it some time. And then we've got the Two of Cups here, which I think is a really cute card from the Dark Mansions Tarot. It's a 2, so it's in relationships, and cups is water. And we know we have 6 planets in water by the end of October. So this is a super watery emotional time. Sometimes Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius sun, you may have a bunch of planets in Scorpio like I do. And so it's going to be really, our psychic energy is going to be high. There's a lot of nonverbal communication going on. And, Pluto, which does rule sex, is a big player in this right now. So you've got some compatibility here. Maybe you've been waiting for that for a while. Now, we also got the Death card here from the Black Cats Tarot, and this is Pluto energy. Okay, and honestly, when I saw it, I thought that you might have a really good sex life this month. That's what I saw. And I didn't mind that it was a sign for me too. Okay, so maybe you've been waiting. Here's the connection, and here is the passion, the power. Yes, it's the Death card, but death rules all those deep emotions, including sex, okay? Maybe there's some changes that you've been waiting for. Maybe you're trying to spark things up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to push this to the back. I'm going to do a live reading for you right now. And let's see what you need to know, Sagittarius, during this month of October. Haven't looked at any of these cards yet. I'm working with the Halloween Tarot, the Black Cats Tarot, the Dark Mansion Tarot, what the heck am I working with? The Beloved Dead Oracle, because it's that season. The veil is very thin. And what did I miss here? Everyday Witch Oracle. Oh, I guess you're getting 2. Okay, here you go. You've got the Three of Swords. This is a locket with like some kid's hair in it. So this is like old nostalgic, but it can also be old pain. Okay, Three of Swords coming up in the beginning of the month for you. The Star card, a card of hope and healing. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. So maybe you've had some miscommunications here, or, this just makes me think of my kids because, like, you saved their hair, right? And so maybe there's been some words, but here it looks like some things cleared up. This is a card of your hopes and your dreams. It's also a card of healing, okay? Aquarian energy. We know Pluto's heading to Aquarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. Look at that. It's like a game. He's on this wheel. He's being spun around. Okay. So this is a Sagittarius card, Major Arcana number 10, teaching us the bigger picture. It's a card of movement and travel. It's a card of surrender, just like he has to do on this little game here that he's playing. Okay. Now, so 2 major arcanas and a 3 of swords. All right, let's see what else we've got. The 10 of Pentacles. This came up earlier for a different pile. Note the black cat kind of lying in the arms of this cat statue. Okay, taking the rest needed. So you got 2 10s, which I call a 1 in numerology. You've got card number 17, which equals 8. So this is actually the second card of the year this year, because 2024 equals 8. And a 3 of swords, which is just like good old heartache, good old human pain. Okay. So, yep, just be aware of that. All right. Now let's see what your oracles are. You've got competition. All right. I know Sagittarius, like, I don't think of myself as competitive in like the workplace or competitive, like about, I don't know, petty things, but like give me a game of Boggle, or these guys are playing maybe hockey or something. And yeah, the competition kicks in. Okay. You got a game there. You got a game there. All right. Now you've got affirmation for positive change. Not a bad thing. And give into passion. Yay. All right, so that looks like there's positive change and passion. Can't go wrong with that. There's a little bit of competition. Could be within yourself, wanting yourself to do better, or maybe it's just literally games, okay? Maybe you're going to buy some lottery tickets too this month, all right? And, all right, that doesn't look too bad. Let me give you a card for week by week for the month of October. This is from the Everyday Witch mini tarots, which I love so much. Let's see what we got. Week 1, 3 of Cups. Okay, so you had the Three of Swords there, and then the Three of Cups, which is like joyful gathering together. So maybe there was some, maybe there was some painful communication with someone, but then there's a gathering together here. It's either with that person or maybe you've met some new people. You've got the Knight of Swords here in week 2, which is full speed ahead. Okay. Week 3, Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune on top of Wheel of Fortune here. It's landing on the home. It's a little bit happier version of it, all right? So I don't know if you're like planning a trip maybe, getting out and about. It looks like you're really on the move here between week 2 and week 3. Week 4, gathering together, Four of Wands. There's joy. There's a celebration. It looks like there's some supportive people around, and it's on top of that black cat card with the cat sleeping in the arms of the cat statue. So make sure, it looks like maybe week 4 you're going to be able to take a break in some way and get some rest and also get some passion. Why not? All right, so I'm going to move these cards to the side, and I'm going to use my gigantic bowl of charms that I have here, and we're going to toss some of these charms onto the calendar and see what we get. And I'm going to roll some dice for you. I'm looking for power days. I'm looking for initials. I'm looking for anything that you connect with, okay? And don't overthink it. If you feel it initially, that's where the best answers come. We rolled Jupiter in the watery sign of Cancer in the 4th house, which is Cancer's house. Jupiter's your ruling planet, Sagittarius. And so there's things here about comfort, expansion in the home. Maybe there's some construction being done in the home. Maybe there's some new family members in the home. Okay, but there's lots of themes of home and luck. Okay, now let's see what we've got. On the 29th of October, we have a moon symbol along with like a little what's this called? Moped. Okay, little moped and a moon sign on the 29th. We have the letter S on the 2nd along with the word took. Okay, took and an S. All right, there's a lot of activity here on the 9th, but let's see. The 8th, we have a little symbol for a pentacle or a star in a circle. But wow, the 9th is chock full. We've got this coin that says Rudolph, like the red-nosed reindeer. We've got a cake. We've got a gift and the letter E. Okay, so something, it's like, I don't know if you're going to have like an early Christmas with somebody or you have like we haven't gotten together in a long time, cake and gifts and something going on the 9th. There's a lot of energy there for you on the 9th. We've got the letter A on the 11th. We've got a symbol for a turtle on the 13th. Looks like the 15th is pretty chock full too. We've got a horse and an anchor. Okay, so it's kind of the opposite. Like the horse wants to move and the anchor wants to ground you. The 15th. We've got the letter Z on the 17th, Z10. We have on the 20th a snail and like a little triangle on the 20th. A large bird on the 22nd. We got votes for women on the 23rd. The letter V on the 25th. The number 5 on the 27th, along with a sailboat. Got this little mushroom symbol here that kind of came off the page there, and an A over here. So we have symbols for the state of Virginia. We have, do we have any? We only have a few letters here. S, we have the word C, S-E-A, and all right, well, maybe you see some other initials. We have the initials for the word state of Arizona, and the word for avenue, A-V-E. Okay, or eaves, E-A-V-E-S, eaves. Okay, all right, now what are we did your dice, so let's see, I'm going to give you some dates now off the dice, and let's see if those add up with some of the stuff on the calendar. The 9th is what really jumps out to me. All right, so Jupiter is Sagittarius energy, and we know the moon, oh, here it goes, we lined it up. The moon's going to be in the sign of Sagittarius starting Sunday the 6th at 7:34 p.m. into the 8th, into the 7th, 8th, and 9th until early in the morning. Okay. So this 9th came up twice. And I would put a big highlight on your calendar for the 9th and pay attention to what's going on. Okay. You got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, birthday cake, a gift, and the letter E. Now, you also ruled the sign Cancer, and the moon will be in the sign of Cancer on Monday, the 21st of October at 6:50 p.m. through Tuesday, the 22nd through Wednesday, the 23rd, all the way until the middle of the night of Thursday. Okay, power times for you. And then we rolled fourth house, which was Cancer also. Okay, so looks like a great month to me, Sagittarius. Put a big circle on your calendar for the 9th. Have a great month.